Now I want to take a look at some of our opportunities from the butterfly guard. We've had a lot of requests with people that are playing butterfly guard more and more, and they're getting the butterfly guard sweep. We've shown our first option where we sit out, create the angle, then go to the butterfly guard sweep. Our opponent cuts the angle, we put our foot behind, and we get it again, or he posts the leg, we transition to X guard. Well, that's great, but what if your opponent's not doing any of those? A lot of people that have been asking those questions are saying my opponent's either sitting back, or he's kind of in the middle, he's using an arm, he's using his forehead, and he's creating different scenarios than the original one that we talked about. That's fine, we still have options. The first option we're going to look at is when your opponent, you're in butterfly guard, and your opponent is sitting back here. He doesn't want to come in because he knows he's going to get an arm trapped and he knows he's going to get swept. So your opponent's sitting way back, and he's playing real safe with his arms. He's got his weight sitting on his heels. It's all but impossible to get him moving forward so that he can get the sweep. So I'm here, and I'm trying to get this scenario so that I can get the sweep. My opponent won't let me. He's way too far back, and he's way too, even if I can get here, he's just too heavy. I'm not going to get a sweep from here. So what I want to do is pay attention to my left leg. I'm attacking from the right side, so my left leg is what you want to pay attention to. I don't want my foot to be at this angle. I want it to be flat out. So when I'm here, I don't want my foot pointed toward him. Flatten it out, okay? That way I can sit up like this. What I'm going to do is sit up. My opponent's going to be way back. I can't bridge him forward. I'm going to put my ear on his chest. I'm going to sit forward, and you're going to see my hands go around the tight part of his waist. I call this the Sperry sweep. Mario Sperry made a career out of this. A lot of wrestlers call this tight waist. But I'm going to get on the lower part of his back, and I'm going to slide my knee right across here. Okay? So my opponent's way far back. I can't get him moving forward. My foot goes flat, coming up. Now, tight waist and drive. Here. Stepping across, switching my hips. Getting side control. We're here. My opponent is way far back, so I want to pull my foot in flat so that I can sit up and around it. My ear is going to go to his chest. My hands, tight waist around the back. So I'm here, and I come up. Now, I'm going to put this knee on the ground, driving forward. Putting this knee on the ground, walking backwards. Okay? Catching if he's trying to pull guard, or switch the hips, come up into side control. Alright, so we're here. My opponent's got all his weight sitting back, and I can't get him forward at all. So, this leg is going to flatten out. I'm going to sit up and put my ear on his chest. Tight waist, pushing forward and putting my knee on the ground. Okay? This leg's still trapping. This arm's going to clear, coming up into side control. I'm in the butterfly guard. My opponent's way far back, so I'm sitting here and I'm trying to move him forward. I can't do it. This leg goes flat. My ear is going to his chest. My hands go to the tight waist. Here. Now, pulling in, here, this direction. If he can arch his back, he's going to throw a whizzer, he's going to take my back. It's a bad day. I have to really hug tight. Now drive forward with my hips, putting this knee on the ground. Okay, my right leg is on the ground. My left leg comes around, replaces it, and I come up into a side control position. That's another opportunity that you have from the butterfly guard when your opponent is sitting back, called the tight waist, or I call it the Sperry sweep because Mario Sperry, he did this on everybody.